Hello everyone, I'm George from Ireland. I'm on Pelikanstrasse in Zurich. There are no pelicans here, but there's something that's even rarer in these parts. An Irish pub which is genuine, brought here from Ireland, not overdone. All too often Irish pubs abroad, they over-egg the paddy-whackery. Really need to emphasize it. Right, in Ireland our pubs, they're not emphatically Irish because we've got nothing to prove. We know we're in Ireland, we know we're Irish. But anyway, there was a Dublin hotel bar that's being demolished in the 80s. I can't remember which one. Was it a Jury's Hotel one? Which had been mentioned in a number of James Joyce works. But the interior was purchased and shipped here and then put here. So you'll see everything, but unfortunately it's not open, it's very early. So we can't see very much through, but it's the oak paneling, the windows and stuff like that. So they'll probably say, bugger off, we're not open today. You just sleep. Maybe you're getting the idea. Someone will come along and tell me to go away soon. So the seats and the liquor cabinet and the whatever and the painting, stuff like that. You got the idea. Isn't it delightful? So it's just because, you know, James Joyce spent so many happy years in the city. The guy's mopping up, so I better bugger off before he tells me to disappear. There we are. So in the financial district of Zurich, quite close to the Bourse, just off Bahnhofstrasse, which is the main street in the whole country. You can see it's not very high rise, like sort of 6 stories usually, tops. There are some mini skyscrapers towards the edge of the city, but it doesn't spoil its delightful historic skyline. So it's all limpid, some curving lines, some straight lines, slightly neoclassical in places, a little bit characterful. And then down by the river there are other spots which are quaint and go back several centuries. Those huge churches like the Frau Münster, as in woman, so it was dedicated to the Blessed Virgin, and then Großmünster, the bigger one, the bigger church. So Münster as in like Minster, because you know very large churches can be called a Minster, because obviously, well, it was a Catholic city till the 16th century, and then it became a Protestant one. Obviously there are Catholics as well. The Catholic Church has been allowed here for ages, but the majority of the city's inhabitants were Protestants for a long time, and the historic churches are in the hands of the evangelical Swiss Reformed Church. Oh look, UBS, United Bank of Switzerland. You see the 3 keys, their symbol there. So coming on to Bahnhofstrasse, which is the main drag. The tram going by, that's a streetcar if you're American, as in Streetcar Named Desire, you know, Tennessee Williams and all that. So the main railway station is up this way, the Hauptbahnhof, and then the Zurich See, as in Lake Zurich, is in the opposite direction, but I think we won't walk down to that. But take a stroll through some of the most historic area. Augustinergasse, okay, as on Augustin Lane, because of the Augustinian monks who were here many centuries ago. Now this bit is very characterful and distinctive. All the buildings are a little bit individual, painted here, and then flags of various cantons up, I think it is, and of Switzerland. Switzerland is one of only 2 countries in the world to have a flag which is square, if shown properly, the other being the Vatican. So, oh yeah, well, what's the advantage of being Swiss? The flag's a plus. How about that? Do you think I could take that one on stage? So lots of cafes and eateries along here. Crazy about the cafes, a bit like the Viennese. Also eating croissant, you know, they're somewhat French influenced. That's one of the many marvellous things about the Swiss Confederation, is it's surrounded by Austria, Germany, Italy and France, and seems to draw upon the best of the culture of all those countries, having its own unique mélange. And now this blue and red flag we're about to see, which canton is that? I have a feeling it's Bern, as in the capital. Bern as in like little bears. Because there really are bear puts in the centre. And then there's this huge church we're about to see here. Well, maybe not huge, large, but I wonder if that was the Augustinian one. And there's a James Joyce Centre up here, but I'm not sure he had anything to do with that particular building. He lived at a number of different addresses around here. So rising up to a hill, and there's a little walled garden wherein you can get a fabulous view over the river Obviously you can drink the water. I so wish I'd brought my trunks to swim along, but I thought I spent quite a lot because it's a very pricey place. There's the James Joyce Centre, but open quite limited hours. So there's quite a collection of his writings here, like manuscripts, you know, early drafts, because he drafted and redrafted so many times. So you get an idea what it's like. Very pedestrian friendly, and obviously there are plenty of streets where you can't actually drive. Anyway, so coming over to the Limmat there, and Lake Zurich empties into that, and then the Limmat flows down to Germany, which is only about 15 miles away. Anyway, isn't it charming? So different, so old world. Towards the edge of the city, it gets banal. Could be anywhere really. I mean, anywhere in a highly developed country, that is. So many boutiques, jewelry shops around here for these well-paid bankers to splurge their cash. Oh yeah, and this one, you see this clock face? The largest clock face in Europe. I can't think where in the world they'd have a larger clock face than this. Okay, so that's probably just about enough here. I think you're getting the idea of what fabulous old Zurich looks like. You can see why James Joyce liked to spend a few years here. It wasn't as wealthy back then as it is today. I mean, even in relative terms, as the other European countries are ruining themselves, redounded to the advantage of the Helvetian Federation. All right, I'll switch it off now. Toodaloo.